Hello, hello. It's your girl, Miss Motivational Mogul Mindset, Avis Cherie, the Inspire. Today's vlog is about a Dear Avis Cherie question. And it sparked some introspection in myself, and that's what I love to do. So the question was asked, how long do you stay or wait for change in a situationship? Whatever type of relationship that is for you. And how do you weather the storms? It was for a person that was just confused and feeling used and feeling taken advantage of, right? The key to that is communication, being straight up. For me, I'm always use my opinion, and sometimes things that work for me and not so much, So communication is key, so you can get ahead of what it is that you're trying to work through with someone or within yourself, right? Like using my accountability card game. Sometimes just going through something to make you just stop and look at how you thought you were handling things properly. Maybe you can get a new perspective and fresh view on maybe changing some of your views, right? So communicating with one another is key. So you can always be on the same page. One. Another really, really key element for me, red flag in some cases, and just something that make me figure out if I can proceed in a business partnership or whatever it is how you move when you're down, when things arise, when we're under the crunch of a crisis, right? I'm watching how you move. My faith isn't wavered by the set of circumstances per se. My faith is actually restored with all the things that I've already overcome when the crunch and the crisis has arisen so many other times before. So I don't go to, again, like I said in a previous vlog, flight and flee. I don't go into that mode like this was the only crisis of my life and now I got to act ignorant towards people. I got to have an attitude, or I got to be, falling apart. Like, no, that's not what I do. I've overcome too many things and stood solid in my faith and my groundedness in God to know that He is already dispatching His angels to war on my behalf. And a lot of times as a spiritual warrior and in spiritual warfare, God is already dispatching the Holy Spirit to intercede for me when I can't even muster the right words on how to pray and what to ask for. So when I'm in partnership with anyone doing anything, I'm watching how that person moves during the crunch of the crisis. I'm watching how they tuck their tail, how they turn their back, how they forget communication is key, how they start to show up in the midst of, because guess what? There's going to be several other dozens and hundreds and maybe thousands of crises, small or large, hopefully not as much. But hey, if you live a long time, you're going to overcome a lot of things. Hopefully you won't drown. And my thing is, that is where I weigh how much of an investment of my peace, my space, my mental energy, and how much we are on the same page with the same perspective for the same projected outcome and goal, which is to win. My second installment of my book, Price of Evolution, Wounds to Wins, was not happenstance. It was not something that I had to dig deep for. God revealed it through the messages, through my pages of my books. Wounds are going to occur. How much of the pain we incur is based off how our perspective shifts when we're ready to win. And when I say we, not I, very rarely are we doing anything alone. Whether we're in a situationship, partnership, or whatever thing we think we're doing, you're never alone. If no one was physically by your side, you're still not alone. If you think and operate in the mode that you're alone, you might be able to uncover the reason why you're always facing challenges and dilemmas and why you feel like you're flatline. When you observe that you're never in this world alone, that God is right at your right hand by your side before and after the situation, then those type of people are worth the investment. They'll nurture and show more compassion for the people that's in the trenches with them during the crunch of the crises. And then they'll know or desire in their heart to lock in, to ensure that both of you feel good as you create a momentum, a forward motion to move towards a common goal to win. Just like the quote says, I'll never leave you because you're down. What's questionable is how you move when you're down. So you've become bankrupt in investing in people that move shysty when they're in a crisis, people that become even more selfish when things just happen to them as if it's not happening to us. Then those types of alerts should go off and be like, this person retreats to the I factor and forget that it's been a we and a us in the trenches the whole time. Also, look at where they place God in their life during those crises. If they always say, I did, I achieved, I got this on my own, those are the people you start to pull back your investment, cash out, and put it in a saving bank in your heart, reclaiming your space and your mental energy so that your worth and your value goes up for your next investment. 1, in self. 2, in tithing and servicing and in trusting God. That's what it is. God's love, God's peace to you all.